On a sunny July afternoon in 2000, an innocent game of hide-and-seek turned into every parent's worst nightmare. 8-year-old Sarah Payne vanished without a trace, snatched from a cornfield near her grandparents' home in Kingston Gorse, West Sussex. What followed was a frantic search that gripped the nation and exposed the dark underbelly of a quiet seaside town. But who was the monster lurking in the shadows, waiting to prey on an unsuspecting child? Sarah was visiting her grandparents with her 2 brothers and sister that summer. The 4 children were playing in a cornfield adjacent to the road, enjoying their freedom in the countryside. Sarah, having received a knock on the head during their game, decided to head back to her grandparents' house. She crawled through a gap in the tall harvest and onto the road. It was the last time her siblings would see her alive. As Sarah walked down the road, a white van pulled up beside her. The driver, a scruffy-looking man with yellowed teeth, lured her inside. Sarah's older brother, Lee, emerged from the cornfield just in time to see the van speeding away, its driver waving at him as if nothing was amiss. Little did Lee know that his sister was in the back of that vehicle, her fate already sealed. Within hours, a nationwide manhunt was underway. The police, meanwhile, were mapping the area for known offenders. Their investigation led them to Roy Whiting, a 41-year-old man living just 5 miles away in Littlehampton. Whiting was no stranger to law enforcement. 5 years earlier, he had been convicted of abducting and assaulting another 8-year-old girl. He served just 2 years and 5 months of a 4-year sentence before being released. Whiting was one of the first people in England to be placed on the offenders register, a fact that would later spark public outrage. When questioned, Whiting claimed he had been at a fun fair in Hove at the time of Sarah's disappearance, but investigators found a damning piece of evidence, a receipt for fuel from a garage close to where Sarah's shoe would later be found. The timestamp contradicted Whiting's alibi, making him the prime suspect. For 16 agonizing days, volunteers and police scoured the area, desperately searching for any sign of Sarah. Then, on July 17th, the worst fears were confirmed. Sarah's partially buried body was discovered in a shallow grave near Pulborough, 18 miles from where she was kidnapped. The scene was horrific. Sarah was naked, her body showing signs of a violent struggle. Most of her hair had been brutally pulled out during the attack. The post-mortem revealed she had been strangled and suffocated. The case of Sarah Payne continues to haunt the public consciousness, showing us the darkness that can lurk behind an ordinary facade and the price of complacency in the face of evil. While her death led to important changes within England's law, it doesn't bring back the smiling little girl who had so much to look forward to.